Hey guys, this is Calculus Family. In this tutorial, I'll be taking you through tangent planes and normal lines in applications of multivariable functions. So in our previous lessons where I showed you how to calculate for the tangent plane or how to find the equations of planes and equations of line, we realize that there's only one thing that we need for us to find the equations of a plane or a line. We need what you call the directional vector, okay, or the direction vector. Direction vector gives us the direction of a plane within space or of a line within space, and that is what the derivatives come to sort us out. So if you find the gradient function of any function, right, it tends to give you the direction in which this function is changing. We use that direction at that point to find the equation, as simple as that. So let's solve this problem. You say find the tangent plane and the normal line to the function x squared plus y squared plus z squared is equal to 30 at a point 1, negative 2, 5. So how do we do it? We only need to know the functional values at the changing function here, at the points here, okay? So what do you do? Just simply find your gradient function at 1, negative 2, then 5. So what do we get? So first, let's find our gradient function at x, y, z. That will give us, so now you see our function here. My gradient function will be what? Fx, comma, fy, comma, what? Fz. So this is somehow like the equation of a sphere, okay? So we end up getting our fx is going to be 2x, our fy is 2y, and our fz is 2z, okay? But once you have this, you are good to go. We simply put in our functional value. So our gradient function f at 1, negative 2, 5 is simply going to give us 2 multiplying 1, comma 2 multiplying negative 2, comma 2 multiplying 5. Okay. And that gives us 2, comma negative 4, comma 10. As simple as that. Once you get this, then what do we do? To find the equation of a tangent, the formula is very simple. These ones that we have here becomes our directional numbers. Once you have your directional numbers, then you know what to do. Is that not it? You simply have 2 multiplying x minus x naught, which is 1, plus negative 4, right? Multiplying our y minus y naught, which is negative 2, so become plus 2. And finally, the last one, which is 10, multiplying z minus z naught, which is what? 5, and should be equal to 0. As simple as that. So we get 2x minus 2 minus 4y minus 8 plus 10z minus 5, 0 is equal to 0. So in short, 2x minus 4y plus 10z. This is minus 2 minus 8 minus 10. So minus 60 is equal to 0. You can divide through by 2. You get x minus 2y plus 5z minus 30 is equal to 0. And this is the equation of our tangent plane at that point. Let's find the equation of the normal line. So in the equation of a normal line, we have three types of equations, right? We have what you call the parametric, symmetric, and also the vector equation. Let's first find the vector equation. The vector equation R of t is always giving us our known points R naught plus what? Our t multiplying our gradient function all the time. Okay, as simple as that. So the directional vector now becomes our gradient function, and that's all. And the known point from the question was given us what? As you could see, we have 1, negative 2, 5, right? We get 1, negative 2, 5 plus t multiplying the gradient function values, which is 2, comma negative 4, comma 10. That's all. So at this point, what do? We have our parametric equation to be 1 plus 2t, comma negative 2 plus minus 4t, right? Comma 5 plus 10t. As simple as that. So this is our vector equation, and we have our parametric equation inside. You can find a symmetric. That is all. Thank you for being with me in this video. Do well to subscribe and to be part of the family.